Hi, so in this video I wanted to talk to you about how to make a zip wire out of Lego and other craft materials. So there are lots of ways to do this, and the main thing is to get something with height higher at one end than the other so that it can slide down. You probably want a way to be able to pull your zip wire back up again afterwards. You'll need to use that material that goes from the top to bottom. That'll be important, and you'll need something solid to hold it at either end. So as always, I generally recommend you sketch things out before you actually start making, because it helps you get an idea of what you're trying to achieve. So what you really want with the zip wire is you want a wire that goes down to the bottom. You want something attached to it that has handles on it so that you can have your little Lego man fly down on that. You'll need a stopper at one end and a stopper at the other end, and you might well, because that's going to be raised, that's going to have to sit on some kind of platform at the top there. You don't have to be good at drawing for this to work. Oh, look, the leg's floating in the air there. Needs to be a bit wider. So that's the station, and then you'd probably have a ladder or some steps to allow the people to climb up. What you might also want is some sort of cord here attached to this that can be wheeled up, so that once it gets all the way to the end, with a handle on it, when it gets all the way to the end, you can pull this zip all the way back up again without having to reach up to the top. You might also want a stopper at the end to stop the man smashing into here. Maybe you might want a crash mat or something down the bottom, all entirely up to you. But some way there to be able to get down, and you want the height of this to be about the height of the man so they can put your feet down and they're not dangling when they get to the bottom. What I've actually got to demonstrate for you here is a kit that one of my own children made from a Lego Friends set. It's some sort of winter sports option where you're supposed to be using this to slide up and down the mountain. So what you can see here, or maybe you can't see, is that there's a cord, a cable, that allows this chair to go up and down. So without that cable, let's just keep that completely loose. If I just let go of it, that will go down, very much how a zip wire would want to be. Yeah. But you can also use this handle at this end to wind it back up. It sometimes gets a bit caught, but you just have to give it a bit of a nudge. But basically, it will wind up and down. So just to home in on some of the features you've got here, let me just take it apart and show you some of the key points. So this is at the lower end. The lower end basically has one of those little pieces that I had shown you before that's got let's see if I can pull this off and show you, that has got a square end on one side and a loose end, very much like I showed you with the WeDo version of the swing, if you've seen that video. That allows you to that to swing freely. So it gives you a bit of flexibility when you're attaching it on here, and holds this channel completely straight. And they've got the same thing at the other end. In this case, they've used these great triangular pieces, which by the way could also work for a swing if you happen to have them. And those are really handy for holding something upright, but you can equally just build up a tower of bricks to do exactly the same thing. They've also made it fancy over the top, so you can see they've used special pieces. If you've got those kind of special pieces, go ahead and add those in. But otherwise, anything will do just to hold this straight across the top. So they would have used one of those piece bit like this, but shorter here, and attach these pieces into that. So that's the on each end with the cord in between. You could do a very similar thing as I showed you with the swing by using a piece of wire, or maybe in this case work really well if you needed to use like a kebab stick or a pencil or something like that, so it can run smoothly up and down. Something thinner than a pencil probably would be best. And then if we have a look inside this at the swing itself, what they've got, and this is actually a swing, so for our zip wire we wouldn't need any of the seating parts. I just take those off. You would just need something that you would be able to hold your characters onto, 2 little bars of some description, and these kinds of things with the little sticks on the end. So these little red sticks. I've used more of this time. It's an angular piece here. You can see that it takes that angle, and then these little sticks can go in to provide you with something for your character, your Lego character, to hold on to. So that kind of thing could work really well. As you can see on the back, they've managed to find a piece and use one of these little blue pieces, little blue peg, so that you can attach something onto the back. You could, of course, also just tie a knot in it, find a piece with a hole in and then tie a knot on, but anything to be able to hold on something to pull it back up. Now, being able to pull it back up is really not essential. It's really a nice to have in a design like this, but does add a certain extra something which will be impressive for any judges looking at what you're doing, anyone having a look at it, something you can be really proud in. So that's this end, and let me reattach that. So we've got that flowing up and down happily. So what you want then is just to have it to be able to pull up and down. I will leave you to work out how to make steps to walk up to your platform, but obviously you've got to create some sort of platform on legs. But this contraption over here is something I then wanted to focus your attention on. So what they've done is added one of these completely circular pieces, this is all it is, onto the end of a piece like this. That's like a handle piece. They effectively stuck that on the end. This can go round and round even though this bit stays still, but it can be used to wind up. They've then put that onto, I can pull this section off without it breaking too badly. Move the rest of this slightly out of view so you can concentrate just on this piece. So let's just have a little look at this piece that unravels. So first of all, let's have a look at the handle. So as I showed you before, the idea is that this can ravel and unravel itself to pull up the swing. So let's take this bit out, but one step at a time. First of all, there are 2 square pieces on each side like this. They don't have to be these. Anything will do that will just hold this down, so you'd have to be able to attach something with holes in the side to the bottom. In this case, if you've got those pieces, that's great. If not, then think of anything that's got a hole in the top and how you can attach it. So, for example, the sorts of a single piece with a hole in attached on top of a couple of stepped up bits of Lego, a bit like we did for one of the swings in another video, could work well. So don't worry too much about the detail of these square pieces, but let's just take one off. Okay. So let me just show you the different bits here. So as I said, you first of all need something with a hole in the top. So as I say, this has got a right angle piece, but anything with this hole at the top, it's just this hole at the top that's important, having one on both sides. You then need these kinds of pieces that have end to it, and this one actually has a flat end, so it stops it from going through there all the way through, but does allow it, needs to be allowed to rotate, but not pull through. If you haven't got one that's got a block end like that, you can easily put a stopper at that end. Then what you get is some kind of piece like this. Now this is going to be the thing that reels the cord onto it. So this is perfectly fine, although sometimes the cord does get stuck in between these 2 places. A wheel or some sort of the inside of a wheel could work too. We've also then, the next piece they've got is this piece. This is a piece that has a square at that angle, and then underneath another square. I don't know whether you can see that on the video, but it's got another square end. So 2 square ends, one on the going that way and one going that way. So the idea with that is when you push it on, when it moves, the brown thing has to move too. Yes? And that means that if you've got a piece of cable on there, it will wind up. So that's what we've got there. Just to hold the cable, you then need something to hold the cable with. So in this case, there's a little peg piece here that goes in. You could use anything to attach, effectively to attach stationery onto this, the cord piece, onto the brown piece, although they don't need to be that colour, so that when you turn the brown thing round, you wind the cord up. So as I say, in this case, they've used a little peg brown piece, they've used a little blue pin piece that goes in there, just so that that end there is exactly right for the Lego piece to click on top. You may not have a Lego piece that clicks on top, in which case a little hole where you just tie the Lego in, so just tying a piece of cord into a hole would be completely fine. That would work too. So a piece that just had a hole here that you tied it into, that would work. So we've then in this case got the other side to match the one that we had on the other side to hold it square. And again, as long as it's got a hole in there that allows the brown thing to move round, we don't really mind what that is. And then to make it really snazzy in this case, what they've got is they've made a handle. So the handle is a piece like this, and they do come in quite a few Lego kits with, hopefully you can see that, one that looks a bit like that. And by adding this round piece here on, that actually, because that's just a peg end, smooth end, and this is smooth, when you push it on that will actually rotate without the grey piece moving. But if you start turning it round, it'll turn the handle, and that's great because it means that your fingers can stay still. If you were trying to turn it using this, you'd kind of keep having to move your fingers and it gets quite awkward. So that makes for a really good handle. Anytime you need a handle, I would recommend that sort of thing. But this end, the important thing is that this end has got the square to it, because that square matches the brown end there. Pig those two together, and suddenly when you turn this handle, the whole mechanism and cord turns and you start to reel up your zip wire. So that's just if you wanted to be able to manually wheel it back up, and that's going to be quite handy for a zip wire or a chair lift or anything like that that you might want, or even a regular lift. Those kinds of mechanisms can work really well. Just the final part of that, I've now reattached the reeling handle to this end. If you remember, we had this that freely rolls up and down, that's your zip wire piece, and they've used another little peg here, but equally you could just tie it on there so that when you reel this up, you can see this moves up, and when you reel it down, it moves down. Or if you just want to let it go, you put enough weight on it, it'll slide all the way down, which is great for a zip wire. So hopefully that gives you, and just to summarise, you need some cord here, could be a piece of Lego, or you could use some sort of other thing like a kebab stick. You want this to be higher and this to be lower so that this can fall freely. You need a circular piece that'll slide down here, and that's the main part, with something they can hold on to go from the top to the bottom, and just some supports here to hold it all up. And then if you want to think about a way to attach a piece of cord to the one end and to the other end, and add a handle mechanism and a reel that I talked through to be able to pull your zip wire back up again when you want to pull it back to the top, so that your little person can climb up, get on here, jump down and zip all the way down. And equally, if you want to turn that then into a chair lift, then there is a way to do that as well.